Paul's gonna come commentate.
Paul is?
Paul is? Yeah, Paul Beatty.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, perfect.
Perfect.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Back live at the Leather Pocket for the Norm Doucette Fundraiser weekend. Day 3, Scotch Doubles 8-ball. We got a good one here. John and James taking on Jeff and Lan. We got to see both of these teams play once already, and now they're taking each other on. Should be a good one. Lots of firepower here. And quick, I would think. All these players play pretty quick. As you saw from James there, he's about 2 practice strokes and hit it. Jeff is about a half a stroke. John is about 3/4 of a practice stroke. And Lan shoots very quick too, so can't imagine this race to 5 will take very long. I am following along with the Facebook and the YouTube chat, guys, so make sure you're sharing the stream lots for us. Still lots of pool to be played here. Lots of great matches, lots of great players still in. If you're in the area, come check out Leather Pocket. Have a bite to eat, have a drink, watch some up close and personal live pool. It's a little different than watching on the stream. Sometimes you pick up some of the little intricacies a little more. Is this in off the 2? Not quite. Good effort. I think that was the right shot. Couldn't see the 13 to make it, so. Or rather, the 9. That was the 13 he shot. So great chance for Jeff and Lan to get the first game here. You can see Jeff's trademark, 1 or half a backstroke straight forward. They got balls over holes here, so if she can shoot the 4 now, get on the 5, it's not too hard to get on the 6. 2-3 is over the hole. The 8's near the side. This should be it. This one shot here. She had enough. Straight on the 5, you can just draw back. Or sorry, that's the 1. A little tough with the glare here. Bright lights. So the 1 here, then the 6, 2, 5 over the top left, 8 in the side. And he could have, I feel like he could have done a touch more there. Just sort of stunned it. I think he could have played a little draw. And all the way back into that stripe would have been good. She's jacked up here, no problem for her. She shoots so straight. All 4 of these players are playing Ghost League. All 4 of them have played every session, I believe, except John took the summer off, fair enough. Did lots of traveling. He was in Ontario for about 4 weeks, I believe. 3.5, 4 weeks. So is anybody out there in Facebook land or YouTube land that wants to chat along with the stream? Can answer any questions you guys have, or feel free to send in email transfer donations. We can get them out to Norm. qsportslive@gmail.com. Or if you're outside of Canada, you can send us a message. We'll get you the payment link. Make sure Norm gets it. We are well over 2,000 now raised during this event this weekend. They had a great event last weekend at Hidden Spot. Raised a lot of money. We had the marathon at Grant's Basement, if you guys were watching that a month and a half ago or so, where we raised a little over 2,000 as well. So it's super nice to see everybody come together, pool community. They're like a big family. They all come together to help out a brother. What's up, Chris, Regis, Jarrett? They are live in the chat. Always nice to see you guys chatting along, enjoying this great pool. Good break from Jeff there. Looks like maybe stripes would be most obvious just because of the 13 near the right hand side, kind of straight in on the 14 or the 12 to open. I think the 11, which is near the 7, it actually goes in the left hand side. So it's always nice in 8-ball if you don't have to move any balls, but she missed the opener. She missed the opener, a little unexpected there. Just trying to control the cue ball. Took her eye off the ball a little bit. It definitely happens. Hey, no problem, Jarrett. Appreciate you tuning in, pal. Oh, Regis, yeah. No, I'm still feeling like, yeah, it was meant to be, maybe. You know, it gave me a little push. So I'm gonna really push to try to get there in the next year or two. Whether they invite me or whether I just show them who I am, qualify. Still plenty of time. I'm only turning 32 this year, about a month, so young enough for this game for sure. Although it's getting younger every day with players like Loisius Yap, just won the Michigan Open. Been knocking on the door and played fantastic for 3 weeks straight in the U.S. Really nice to see him get a win there. I appreciate you guys all having my back there too. I mean, I know there's been some people sending messages to Emily and to Matchroom and trying to get me in. Hopefully, I was on the plane. I was on the plane. I had to turn around, help out a brother, you know. These things happen out of my control. All you can do is move forward, push, like I always have. Practice lots. Tony, I've heard the stream is choppy because of maybe server issues. We're thinking it's not a connection here. The connection here is really great. We're hardwired in, so. But I've heard it's like choppy on all platforms too, so I'm not really sure. You can always try resetting your device, see if that'll help. Does he have this 11? He does. Oh, but he overcuts it a little. You can see James kind of has that quick stroke mentality too. Just 1 or 2 practice strokes, then fire. I like John's, a good teammate. James is going to learn lots from this event too. Johnny knows how to explain it in a way that's, friendly and comes across properly. Also very, very helpful. John knows the game really well. And yeah, Richard, his Fargo went up by more than 25. Tom is a fantastic player, if you guys know who that partner was that Regis was referring to there. Tommy Thoreau, really good player. All those guys out east, they play so good. Regis, he got you yesterday, yeah. Tommy is hungry too. I think that did a lot for both of us, to be honest. To get so close and really just to be invited was like, I was over the moon, you know? Obviously, any pool player growing up kind of dreams of that tournament, right? And you want to play, and I used to watch it lots because I felt like I could learn more watching Scotch doubles because they were kind of working through situations together, talking. So, of course, watching tons of YouTube videos of old World Cup matches, I was so excited to go. Just to be invited was amazing. Huge honor, showed me, you know, I'm right there. Just keep putting in the work. And Tony, yeah, on both devices, he says it's happening. Good hit by John there. Good cue ball. That's kind of all you can do there is try to leave the cue ball long and close to the end rail. She probably has the 7 or the 2 in the side here, but neither one is easy. 2 is really thin, so I'm not sure that's an option. We'll see what she does. She's also contemplating maybe a safe. I mean, where James and John have the 11-9 is not favorable. She just leaves the cue ball anywhere behind this wall of 5-8-3. Just like that. Smart shot. It's easy to get caught up trying to just roll the 7 in and run out or something, but diamond table, small pocket. She played the right shot there, in my opinion. Coming from someone who lives and dies on kind of playing aggressive, I think she played a smart shot. We'll see what James comes with. I don't mind the line of this kick because it is close to like where you would kick to scratch the cue ball if the 11 wasn't there. And if you play it at a speed soft enough, you might leave it over the hole and block the 7. Now, you played it pretty heavy, and look at this cue ball. Really good. Really good shot from James there. Regis, you watched that last match? That was fun. We played really good there. Steph is such a great partner. She is just, she's hungry to win. She hates to lose. But she's also loosened up enough to not be, let's say, crazy with shots or get caught up in what happened in previous games, previous shots. She's about the fun, you know. We're here to have a good time, so. And really, every Scotch tournament is just about having a good time. Well, another good two-way shot there from Jeff. That was the correct play. Mind you, wouldn't have been good if that ball went in. He would have left land a real tester. Yeah, very smart, Regis. She plays the game well. She watches it a lot, as you guys know. She gets to watch a ton of pool. She runs SML Pool League. She's the league coordinator. So she gets to meet a lot of different players. Johnny going airborne here. This is a long one. Oh my goodness, he hit it straight as an arrow. Made the ball. That is jaw-dropping. So unlucky to get it to hop that many times. I mean, it was a lot of distance there. So I would think the 6 might have been a better opener. Although 7-3, 6 And the 1-2 combo isn't terrible either. But I just don't like where the 7 and the 6 are. I feel like dealing with one of those problems right away would have been good. Tony, no problem, pal. Thanks for tuning in. We always really enjoy having you guys commenting along.
You're gonna get a fist in the face.
Regis needed a drop zone.
Put me in, coach.
I'll wait till you're done eating your candy.
You know I got a candy.
Steph's got to get the candy power going for our next match. I told them when you walked in with that, I was like, oh, we're going to win the tournament for sure now. Because they don't want to beat us. Otherwise, they might not get any candy.
Just some pick-me-up. You know, sometimes after a long weekend, you just need a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah. Good shot from Jeff, but a little short. Might have to play underneath the one here. Just shoot 3. Come to the diamond near the left bottom corner pocket on the end rail. Should lead him close to straight. Just don't get crazy trying to do too much and get above the ball. Oh, and that's what she tried to do. See, she tried to spin above the ball, but she got away with it.
Oh my God, that's
I
genius.
And James might be able to jump this ball in. Oh, left-handed though. This is way harder. I forgot he's a lefty. He's gonna kick it. Oh, he flicked it and left the cue ball long. Oh, Steph showing me how to turn the autofocus off.
Yes. The autofocus and the auto exposure.
Oh my goodness.
So you can turn it off. You just got to go to the camera.
We got a new camera. I'm a noob with this camera. That looks a lot better. Why didn't no one tell me?
Well, we got it fixed for the rest of the day, hopefully.
That's perfect.
I did it the other day, so obviously when you guys reboot it, resets.
Yeah, okay. We're still learning. We're broadcasting noobs. I'm just a half-decent pool player.
Oh,
no.
hung it.
And Johnny will cut this in, guarantee. It's like a free shot. He loves the shot. It's just one of those shots as a long-time player. You just get up, you think, I should never be shooting this, so I'll always make it. It's too easy. He made it look easier than it was.
Hello, Regis. Are you guys talking about me?
Yeah, Regis said we're a great team.
So I'm probably an average player.
And he said,
But
you're
I
a
feel
smart
like
player.
we were actually just talking outside that the key to Scotch doubles is just having faith in your partner.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, with my partner being Ben Francis, I couldn't ask for more faith.
Well, I have faith in your game as well, right? I'm going to leave you shots that I know that you love.
It's just, like when you play Scotch, half the battle is taking the pressure off yourself to leave perfect shape. And I know with a partner like Ben, I never have to leave in perfect shape.
and it
As
happens
long
to-
as he can see it, as long as it's, relatively in the zone, I don't have to feel bad if I leave him a bit of a cut or on the rail.
I used to play a very loose shape, kind of like Shane. I was all over the map. Like, oh, I'll just make the ball, bank it, whatever, right? So when I first started playing Scotch, my head was all over the place.
Yeah, it's a totally different
like,
mental
so I
game.
get close to the ball, perfect angle.
Yeah.
I tried to do way too much.
Yeah,
Now I'm like, well, they're going to make the ball.
yeah. And that's the secret with Scotch. Like, you just have to have enough faith in your partner that you don't have to leave them perfect.
That's right. And this one time out is really nice. I actually like that. If it's within reason, if people don't talk for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But if you just have one quick, like, little 2-minute timeout,
Yeah.
I think it's really good to help players learn too, right?
Of course.
Because even there was once where I thought maybe you can shoot the 6.
Yeah, out of the side pocket.
And then as I looked further, I thought, oh no, stripes is way better, right?
Yeah.
Like, just as far as the opening shot, the 6 was way too hard, right?
Yeah, because it was so close and it was a cut. Yeah.
And I thought you were queuing over the 8 a lot tougher, but it turned out you were kind of just beside
off,
the
yeah.
8 enough to be not hooked on it.
Yeah, no, it worked out. I mean, we always have a good time.
Well, and that's what I said too. I said you have the right attitude. You're just out here having a good time, right? That's why John always does well in Scotch too. I've seen him play with
he's so easy.
I've seen him play with all kinds of different players.
Yeah.
Peggy, Yvonne, lots of different people.
Right.
And he just has a good time, so they just feel loose the whole time.
Right.
They're not worried, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's part of the hard part with Scotch, is when your partner is uptight, then there's more pressure on yourself because am I going to get yelled at if I don't leave the perfect shape, you know?
Well, and even look at John's style of play. Just feeds that loose attitude, right? Because he's up there just one stroke, hit the ball, think quick. So as his teammate, you're thinking, well, this is great. This is easy, right?
Yeah, and I think the reason why we play so well together is that I think our games are very similar. Just very simple, just
and even
roll up or
Larry
just
mentioned
stun
it.
across or...
Larry mentioned it. I could hear him talking while I was sitting there. And he said, Ben just has to concentrate on not leaving Steph too much of a reach.
Yeah.
Steph just has to concentrate on not leaving Ben too much of a reach. I'm like, yeah, we complement each other well that way. Neither one of us can reach over half table.
That's right. That's right.
Do I want to be close to this ball?
Yeah.
Not so much that I need the rest.
I feel like our patterns are similar, you know.
Well, you watch a lot of pool too. And
Well,
we talk about a lot of pool, right?
And I think just naturally our games are similar. Like I'm just naturally not a juicy player.
Yeah,
You know, like I really have to work at going the 2 rails or coming around or whatever. I'd
better
much
to
rather
just stun the ball.
stun or just roll up.
Well, and that comes with 8-ball experience. You've played this game long enough. You know the best success is small angles and stun the ball and don't move the cue ball too much, right?
Yeah. But
John and I touched on this earlier too. Like a little bit of 9-foot pool goes a long way when you do need to move the cue ball a lot.
And that's where the Ghost League has actually helped me quite a bit, where you're forced to. You only have one option.
to.
You're not playing 8-ball, so you don't have 3 other options
And
to
there's
pick
no
from.
safety.
You have to. Yeah, there's no safety. You have to hit the 2-ball
Gotta
nets.
try
You
it.
have to hit the 3-ball
Play
nets.
4-rail shape
Yeah.
with bottom inside spin sometimes, right? Because
Yeah.
it's the only shot.
Yeah.
You can't bank it because there's balls in the way and you can't play safe. So you have
Right.
to play the only shot that's there.
You
right?
have to move the cue ball 2, 3 rails, come around, get back to the other end of the table. So that has actually helped me quite a bit. Because with, an 8-ball game, I always have other options. I can always shoot short, just short strokes. I didn't have to travel the cue ball a lot. And
Well,
that has
and-
definitely
and-
changed my game.
Yeah, and you're playing a lot better for sure. And I thought you said it best too, is just those short strokes, move the cue ball as little as possible. But when you do have to open up, you can still get there, right?
Yeah, it's just kind of opened up another door to my pool knowledge because I've
Yeah.
never had to be forced to do that before, right? So the ghost pool has helped me there for sure.
Well, and even a shot like James played. James plays a ton of the ghost, and he shoots really good scores all the time. If he was playing the ghost in this game, he would have made that ball like 99 times out of 100 because he knows he has to.
Right,
If he misses it, the game is over.
right.
So how much can that help your game? Dialing in on every single ball, never losing focus, right?
Yeah. Just it forces you to be offensive, right? You can't, there is no defense option.
Yeah, it's not like, well, if I miss, I might leave it over the hole
Right,
or leave them a little tough,
right. It forces you, it forces the be sure factor, you know?
I like that too. I like the be sure. I told you that on an 8-ball on the side because we had a really good out. And you made like 2 good shots before it, and I thought, okay, it's a little thin. Be sure, and you overcut it nice.
Yeah,
Like the only time you ever miss that ball is when you undercut it. So
Right.
if you can recognize that, then you always overcut it and you never miss it, right? You hit it perfect. You gave it the be sure. They gave us a few extra chances too, but there were 2 games where we just ran out.
Yeah.
And Bob's been ripping on you for shopping. Apparently you shop too much.
Well, how else do you think Grant gets the stuff that he gets?
And the great meals. Every time we go over there, she must always be grocery shopping because
I do.
she's cooking up a storm. Beef and broccoli last time, that was so good. Ryder loved it too.
Good. It's easy. We'll make that more often then.
Mm-hmm. Looks like safety here. I don't think potting that ball was the plan. No. Really good. Nothing wrong with that. I don't think the side is in play for this 12 ball. 7's got to be in the way. Not many options here either. Is he looking at like combo carom?
Yeah, is he looking at the 14 off the 8?
I think he's looking at the 12
Oh.
onto the 9 off the 14. Like there's just the 12.
Oh.
Just the 12. Okay, I thought he was
There's some
getting crazy there. All he
ping
left
pong going on there.
all he left was the 3 here. Does the 1 go? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
This can be missed. Yeah, just like that.
Overcut it.
Because you're telling yourself that you always hit it thick, right? You always like rattle it off the end rail, so it's so easy to adjust and thin it. And Jeff's struggling with the ball anywhere near the rail. Cue ball or object ball. Oh, how's the rub? It's pretty good. John's got to watch the 7 ball's going to be big here. He's got to hit there and get on the 9. That's the 1's going to be big too, and the side pocket. Oh, he didn't even use the second rail. I guess he has the 15 still. I think you play this with like low left or just left and go into the 7. That's what he's looking at. 2 rails into the 7.
Oh, he undercut it.
Oh,
Tried
and
to hold it.
and he left it in a really bad spot for them. I think John just told him the same thing too. Just kind of go 2 rails into the 7. That way you don't have to slow roll it. Find a stopper ball so you can like finish through the stroke. You know, when you slow roll it, that's when you miss usually on those cut shots.
See, if I'm land here, I actually almost like that 4 ball on the side.
I was gonna say I think the 4 is the shot here. Yeah, well, this is a good 2-way. Nothing wrong with that.
That worked out.
The problem is now they're going to open up these balls, and then Jeff and Lan have to run out. She didn't like that, the 4 from there, and that's like for every for every Scotch partner, you know. The game is just a little different. Everybody feels it a little different.
Lan's, and a little fun fact, Lan's got side pocket phobia.
Oh,
She cannot stand side pockets.
oh. Should we be telling the viewers that? You know, when they match up with her, they're like, okay.
Yeah, she, that is her least favorite shot.
Rob Zafra, if you're out there listening. I think he got
She
got
got the best
schooled
of him yesterday.
a little yesterday, so now he knows. Leave her the side.
Yeah.
This is a really tough shot, and this is kind of what I was talking about was now they got those balls in the open, and there's not many safes here for Jeff. He really doesn't have a makeable shot unless he jumps. I don't think the 6 goes in the side. The cue ball goes straight into the 8.
I might actually just come off the side here and kick one of these balls. Cue ball is
That actually is a genius shot.
just, I mean, the
That's like
object here
the-
is not to give them ball in hand.
It's
or
like the God shot is kick the 5.
Yeah,
And the cue ball's going to stay like near the 3.
yeah, behind that wall
Oh,
of
man,
balls.
That's a genius shot. That's my Scotch partner.
Well, I mean, it's easy
finds
from
the
back
God
here when
shot.
you've got the overview, right?
Well, for sure. If I'm at the table right now, I'm trying to find a way to make the 6 and get shape.
Yeah, yeah. Well, sometimes you got tunnel vision, right? You can't see
Extreme
the
tunnel
3.
vision. Oh, did he find your shot? He did.
Yeah,
He did, but he
Two-way.
played the 7.
leaked it out. I think he's got the 9 ball.
No, if he
No?
does, he has to spin it a ton with left spin.
It was just a little heavy, but that was the shot I saw.
Yeah, he's calling it in, so. Well, he's going rail first here.
Contact.
I think he was just playing safe there. That or John showed him how to kick using John's measuring system.
But that's why
off.
it didn't go in.
That's how you measure a kick to hit the ball full. If you want to cut it in, you measure the way I was saying.
Just after
works.
me and Ben played, before this match, when the cameras were off, John was trying to show me how to go rail first to make a ball. And
What a shot.
And his method, Ben called him out on it right away. Like, how do you even make a ball? You don't even know what you're doing.
How are you even on Barry's team? I'm not sure. He's such a good player. He makes it work. It's like when he's down on the ball, he uses that system, and then he like adjusts for speed. He just like hits it with bottom and hits it harder.
Right.
Everybody has their own way of doing things for sure. But I do like that little system of just measure how far away it is.
Yeah. And I've actually seen that lots of times. Like,
They use their
Beretta actually does
yeah,
a quick
Beretta.
little
Mhm.
video on that, how to
Shane uses it.
pick a point on the wall, or
Shane
the
will use it
measuring.
with the shaft of his pool cue from the tip to a point on his finger. Yeah, I like the way Shane does it too. So he'll like, kind of like he's bridging on his shaft, and then he'll use the distance from the tip to where his bridge would be, and then just
Moves it
double,
over.
yeah, and then aim there with soft siding. Always has to be outside, right? Running spin.
Yeah, I'll have to get you to show me that.
Chris Melling makes it look easy, and he kicks so well. There's no doubt
Well,
that
and that's half the battle too, right? I mean, at least if you make contact with your ball, you're not giving ball in hand.
well, and you get a general idea of where to get
Yeah.
close every single time.
Right.
So you could even just like plug the hole
Right.
because you know you can get close, right?
Yeah.
And then you kind of start to see it as being an option more.
Right.
If you can only land straight in on that ball, or you could try to like punch the ball before, cheat the pocket, do something crazy
Yeah,
to get
you start
angle.
to get the feel for it, right? Like, you know, to put a little bit more inside on it, left,
Yeah. So you might
inside,
not get crazy
outside,
on the ball
speed.
before,
Yeah.
because you'll see that as an option, rather than get super crazy on the ball before and try to like
Yeah. Have to come 2 rails off, kiss
like
off this
maybe
ball and a
get
lucky
in this
little
little
rub.
window, and
Yeah.
or you just see, oh, I could just play rail first on the shot after, right?
Yeah.
Oh, John tried to get the hop on the cue ball to get to the 8.
And
Look how
he
well
did.
he
Oh
did
my
too.
God,
Holy
that would
cow.
have been perfect.
That would have been a good TV
So
shot.
sick.
Because he was super dead straight, so he jacked up to change the angle. He got real close there. And he didn't miss the ball by much either. Let's watch the replay on the YouTube, which is slower than the Facebook the last couple days.
That's weird.
Oddly enough, that never happens.
Ty's watching from Texas. Thanks for watching, Ty.
Peter, we did play.
Ben and I have
Steph
played twice so far today, and won twice.
2 good wins, 2 tough opponents.
Mm-hmm.
Derek and Tony can be dangerous, and we all know Dwayne and Peggy can be real tough. Dwayne's such a great mind of the game. Mad genius, I think Pay Pompey called him.
He is. He pulls out little tips and tricks out of his bag like I just don't even... He was playing a couple of strokes on the table just to kind of get the feel of the table before we started, and I said, no practicing for you.
Stop.
He's
Please
like,
stop.
straight in. He's like one of those shots where you're like straight into the corner pocket, down the rail, and he just spun it just perfectly off the inside of the point, and the cue ball comes straight back down the rail. I'm like, you're disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
You're
He's got so many weird shots like that.
disgusting.
I love the little exhibition shots because they
Yeah.
do come up in matches, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he is a genius.
Let's see if Jeff can play a genius shot here. He's kind of elevated over the 8, makes this way harder. He may have to shoot the 4 or the 6 first here, believe it or not. I think the 5 is just awkward. Let's see what he does. I think maybe the 6 and soft draw and leave the 4 in the side to get to the 5. Or just play safe. I don't think that's the right shot here. Not at all. Not at all. You got to get out here. You can't risk having them kick this ball in when you have an open look to get out. And he pots that ball. It made not enough sense to me there. Is there a window between the 4-6 too? That would be unbelievable. How about the line from the left side rail near the left side pocket to kick one rail towards the top right corner? It's almost dead on, like the scratch angle. Oh, he could see through there. No way. Wow, this should be 2-2 coming right up here. One good shape shot from Lan, from the 6 to the 4. Not too easy. She's going to be jacked up a little bit. Definitely not routine. I think she's got to punch it back. Tricky little stroke here.
I almost don't mind. I don't know. Does that 4 go past the 9?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's too tight if it does. That's why she never contemplated it. I don't blame her. Oh, look at this stroke. Oh my goodness, what a stroke she put on that ball. That was huge.
That was nice.
Missed the 8 too. Unbelievable stroke. And if this doesn't go past the 9, he does have the cut in the side. It's real thin, but I think it goes past.
Yeah, it looks like it goes past.
One rail over with inside.
Oh,
Good shot. This is to tie it at 2.
I hate this shot.
You hate this shot?
Yeah.
Good to know. Nobody likes this shot.
I'm gonna need some pointers on these ones.
I don't think anybody likes this shot.
I hate running the ball down the rail.
I'll show you.
And I even hate it more when you have to go past the pocket.
I'll show you a little trick that works every time.
All right. I need the trick.
Well, not every time, but it'll help.
Oh, you mean I actually have to hit it right?
And you have to practice it a little too. You have to hit more than 10 balls every week.
Okay.
Or no, 15, right? You hit 15 games
Yeah.
every second week because you don't even play every week.
Listen, I got stuff going on.
You got excuses for days, yeah.
I do. It's been pretty busy.
Oh, that was a big swing game here. 3-1 or 2-2. I think that's going to make a huge difference in this match.
Is Peter digging on me while I'm away from the mic? Peter. I'm here. I'm doing well. Been busy.
She had to take a phone call and turn the volume down on her phone.
Yeah, it's just grand. I told him, I said, I don't know how that happened, but my ringer was on full blast.
Full blast. All right, I'm going to run to the washroom quick.
All right. The score's right? All right. Rack number 5 in a race to 5. James Hornby to break. And 4 ball. And a good opener here. It's got the 2-6-1 right on this bottom rail. Easy pickings. Tricky is that 5 ball. The 5 ball is just stuck behind the 15 in that top right corner. So Johnny's just looking at where he has to be on either the 2 on the side or the 3 ball on the bottom or the top right to make it and also break out that 5 ball. That 515 is going to require a little bit of a bump. It could actually go short side too if you land short side. Sorry guys, 1 second. Sorry guys, there was just, the hall owner was just making an announcement about somebody's car out in the parking lot, so I had to just tune out for a second. I didn't catch it. I don't know what happened. Peter, Ben, and I are still in and still on the A side, knock on wood. So hopefully, if you stay tuned in, you'll see us at some point. That's why it's there, Lenny. Help yourself. Mike Sundstrom, thanks for tuning in, joining us today. This is the last day of the Norm Doucette fundraising weekend. We've been here all weekend. Friday night we did 9 ball on the 7 foots. It was 8 ball on the 7 foots yesterday, and today is Scotch doubles, Scotch doubles. I guess I kind of get mixed up with the terminology when it's like Jack and Jill or Jack, Jill, Jack and Jill, or just doubles. It is Scotch doubles. And all the teams today are Jack and Jill, except for the exception of John and James here. They're the only Jack team. We publicized it as a Jack and Jill Scotch doubles weekend, but with the restrictions that came into play last week, it's a lot harder for teams to form. And of course, being a fundraising weekend, we just wanted however many teams we could get to play. So kudos to John and James for coming out and wanting to support their friend. It is definitely for a good cause. All right, so John took his shot. James has got some options here. He's got the 3 or the 2. However, he doesn't have the right angle on either of those balls to open up the 5. I actually would prefer making this 3 in the top right, coming off that top rail, and then coming a little bit more towards the center table side pocket, just so that you have the angle for the 2 to come into the 5 off the side rail. James is looking to do that off the 1. He pretty much ends up in the same spot. Johnny may be forcing something to happen here. I'm not sure if that 5 ball goes into the top left. If he can just somehow end up short side on that 5. Hard to tell from here. Take the 3, try to get a better shot at the 2 with the angle. Oh, plays it off the 15. That was a great shot. Does the 5 still go? I think the 5 does go past the 15 now. But it's still a little tricky to get on. If you end up close to the 2 there, it's quite a steep back cut. Gonna throw it in a little outside. Makes it, no problem. Comes around nicely for the 8. That was a good shot. Mike, that is also the plan. Mike is saying because it's a fundraising weekend, he's hoping that the money the winners get are donating it back to Norm Doucette, and that is definitely mine and Norm's, or mine and Ben's plan for Norm, for sure. I mean, it's just, it's not, I think that's a very popular decision for a lot of the winners when they play a fundraising weekend. But it's not a guarantee, I guess. So, we would hope that's the case. That's why we're all here. And if you know Norm on a personal level at any capacity, you would know that he's worth it. He's such a good guy. He'd give you the shoes off his feet, the shirt off his back. He has had a couple of health problems throughout his life. He ended up having a heart transplant. We were down in at the VNEA years ago. I don't even know how many years this was, maybe 2000. Oh, it actually was 2000. 2000 to 2001, because he actually just had his 20th heart anniversary. 20-year heart anniversary. So he had a heart attack when we were at VNEA in Vegas, and he ended up having to have a heart transplant. He ended up getting the heart of an 18-year-old boy due to a tragedy. And so when Norm tells you he's young at heart, he literally means he is young at heart. He has the heart of a 38-year-old, and he just carries that on with life. He lives every day to his fullest, and he is just a happy-go-lucky, you know, appreciates life kind of guy. And so we're happy to do this for him. What's happening here? It looks like we're at a standstill. Oh, Jeff's having a break. Len says that Jeff must have thought that the chances of Len making a ball off the break were very slim, and he went to the washroom. He's not, and he's back, and he's also not very happy about the layout of this table. So let this be a lesson to Jeff to be prepared for the repercussions. It's a head scratcher. He's standing at the table, scratching his head. A little clustered on this table. This is definitely going to be The ultimate table mapping here. No easy feat. There's lots of trouble balls here. Did not leave Lan a whole bunch of options here. She can make contact on the 6, but it's tough to make it.
Who broke this nonsense?
Landed. How'd you like to be
kidding.
table mapping this one, this out?
Nope. I assume they're solids because I
They-
heard Jeff say I made mine.
They are solids. He made the 4 ball, and he made his ball.
Ouch.
Land's turn.
Yeah, stripes actually, like if you were on the 14 right now, it's not so bad. Could move some stuff. She's going to play safe down table here, which is a smart shot. Flick the 6, leave it long. Get the cue ball. Oh, that's not terrible either because she left this cluster nice and tight. Yeah, John's got one shot here. 15 and like power it over there somewhere.
And hope for the best.
Yeah, pretty much. I think is he spinning 3 rails here? He is. Look at that power stroke.
That was a good stroke it by the
Oh,
7.
he got a little unlucky or maybe lucky. Maybe they can see the 13.
Maybe he's got the combo.
Yeah, I think he can see the 13. He's got to disturb some balls here. Yeah. A little unlucky. I don't think they can see the 9 from here. The 11 might go off the 6 though. Flick it pretty thin. 10 goes off the 1 too, but that's a much taller ask. And the 14, you just can't shoot it jacked up over a ball.
Swerving this a little bit.
Tried to massate it in, yeah.
Thanks, Regis. Regis says, wishing the best for Norm. Seems like a great guy. Thanks for the event. Very kind of you guys. And like I said, if you knew Norm in any capacity, you'd do whatever you can for him as well. He's just one of those jam-up guys. And we're very blessed here in Calgary to have such a strong pool community. Everybody's kind of pulling for him and doing whatever they can. There was an event last weekend at the Hidden Spot where they did a blind Scotch doubles single-day event, and they did really well for Norm there. The CSL team, I don't know if you remember, about a month ago did just in our home basement, did a donation kind of event for him there, and we did well there. And then this weekend seems to be kind of like the tail end of everything, unless we can figure out something to happen maybe closer to Christmas, we'll see. But really blessed here in Calgary to have such a good pool family that everybody just wants to do whatever they can.
And I'm not sure what happened on Friday, and I know Jonathan won. I didn't hear what happened with the money at the end. But Larry and I managed to get lucky and make to the final yesterday. We split and donated it all. So. But hopefully the winners of today, that's why Steph and I are gunning for the win.
We're going for it.
We're not going to let anyone else
No mercy.
do it. Do it for Norm.
Sweep the leg.
Sweep the leg for Normie. Well, ball in hand here. They could close this out. I think you got to shoot the 11 or the 14 and break the 10. Assuming the 10 doesn't just go.
No, I think the 10 goes. That's
Oh
what he's
my
lining up
goodness.
for. I think it goes.
If it goes, then yeah, this is not that bad. Oh yeah, I went with plenty of room. And the 8 goes in the side, I assume. That's a lot further than he wanted to be, but
A little more angle than he needed.
Can he soft spin this into the 7 to hold the cue ball? Or just really
Go
soft
into
spin
the
it?
7?
Yeah, I thought, yeah, like that. A little fuller would have been nice.
A
but
little bit fuller would have been good.
does John soft spin and go into the 5?
I don't know. I think maybe. Does the 8 ball and go to the right side?
Yeah, soft spin the other way.
Yeah.
That would be smart.
Just put some outside on
Nah,
this.
he's looking at going into the 5. I don't mind that. It's kind of the same shot that James just played. It's that or go up and down, but the up and down is too risky. Oh, he had plenty of room to soft spin it.
Oof.
Just Hollywooded it. Just wanted to get a little extra TV time there.
This is for the win.
And he cuts it in
Makes
the
it.
heart.
Given the gears for not banking it.
All right, good win by John and James. Lan and Jeff will go over to the B side, try to grind back. Neither one's wearing a skirt, Jeff says. So we'll be back in a few minutes, guys, with
The
another
next one.
match. I'm not sure who it'll be next.
Not a clue.
Might be me and Steph against James
May not
and
be.
John. May not be.
We're not sure. I don't have the draw here, so it's literally whatever we get told. So we'll be back, guys, in about 5-10 minutes.